Hey there, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna take a few minutes today to just talk about taxes in general, as to this idea behind it that the less taxes we pay, the better off, more successful we are in our culture. So, I want to go back to intrinsic and extrinsic motivation and what that means. The intrinsic motivation is you're doing something for the intrinsic value of it. You're doing something that makes you feel good, or it makes you feel like you did something worthwhile. Whereas the extrinsic motivation is you get some type of reward for the action that you do. Now I want to focus on these two today, just simply because I feel that when we pay taxes, we should have both of those feelings. In our culture, we've really focused on what we get, what we get for what we put out. And I feel that that thought process and that idea has been pushed forward by our typical, top one percenters and typical people who expect the middle class and the lower class to really work for them. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. If you don't get paid, you can't pay your rent, can't buy food, can't buy health care. And those are all extrinsic factors that make us work every day, that make us have to be quote unquote owned by the top 1% or whoever we work for. And so taking this idea back to taxes, when we pay our taxes, obviously we want something out of it, right? Ourselves. And that's fine, because, we do get stuff from paying taxes. We get roadways, we get schools, we get public health, we get police, we get firefighters, we get all of our city workers that make sure our sewer systems run right. And I feel that this idea of having to get something in return has almost gone too far the opposite way. And what I mean by that is, obviously we pay for something, we want something in return. However, it's also isolating ourselves from our neighbors, our friends, our family. As long as I get mine, we're good. However, what these people tend to forget is that a healthy society creates a healthy world for you to live in. And when we have a healthy world to live in, it's a lot easier to achieve the goals and dreams that you want And not only that, it makes it easier to connect with all the people you love because you're not so worried about having to either defend yourself or fight for everything you need. And so I would really encourage people to look at taxes as not only like helping themselves, but also helping the world around them, which in turn helps themselves. So anyways, those are just a few thoughts I had this morning. Hope everyone has a great weekend.